There's been a lot of talk about me being... Because that was my fear, was like, I won't survive in the world. I will survive in this little room called the sanctuary. I'd rather be the corny white rapper than the drugged out mess who can't even get out of his house. Overdosing is just not cool. There's no legendary romance. You don't go down in history because you overdosed. You just die. I'm probably gonna cry a few times during the course of this thing. I'm an emotional guy.
Now our special guest is Mac Miller. After launching onto the scene with 2011's Blue Side Park, the first independently released album to reach #1 on the Billboard 200 charts since 1995.
Huh? Sing?
Yeah. Okay. How did it all start for you?
I said hip hop, here's the hip, to the hip.
Funny though, because I always get the question of like, you're white. How did you start rapping?
How did you get into this? How did you get into this culture?
To be honest, I have no idea how I got here. As a kid, I was really interested in rapping. When I was 6, I was playing piano, and 10, I was playing guitar. Because, my dad plays guitar. My mom always had music, like, blasting in the house, like, all kinds of music. So I was, like, instantly, like, into music when I was really young. When I was younger, I wanted to be a singer, but my voice was just pre-pubescent and awkward. For a while, I thought I was going to be, like, the next Jack Johnson. Whenever I would just be that kid that tried to pick up girls by singing them like John Mayer.
On the bus sitting here in a toga. I ain't God, but you can call me Hova.
I always rapped and stuff just to joke around, but when I hit high school, it's much easier to rap than to bring a guitar everywhere. So I would go to parties and freestyle for everyone and oh, look, Malcolm can rap. I didn't grow up really far away in the suburbs or anything. I grew up in the city. So there were always freestyle competitions and things like that, and it's just something I love to do.
What did your parents think?
They were very supportive of me being creative. My mom's a photographer and my dad's an architect, but, they were really supportive. To be honest, I have no idea how I got here. I just dedicated myself. This is all I do. When I was younger, I used to freestyle. Now I've just write. Rap. That's all I do. I finally started recording it when I was 15. By the time I hit 15, it became my profession, low-key. I was sure this is what I want to do in my life, writing every day, during school, through class, during tests. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah, I think when I was 15, I wanted to put together a mixtape. It's called But My Mac It Ain't Easy. I used to go by the name Easy Mac because all the bad names were taken. Easy Mac didn't last long. It was more of a joke when I was younger. But it stuck because it was haha, little white kid named Easy Mac, ha. But there was another rapper from Canada named Easy Mac, and he came at me yo, I'm the real Easy Mac. And at this point, I'm take it, man. Yeah, that.
You didn't even fight it back?
I didn't even like it anyway.
Turning 16 when I decided to change my name. It was time to be a real artist, and I wanted to make serious music and stuff and to be taken seriously, and you just can't do that with that name. Miller is actually a family name on my mom's side, and it's actually my brother's first name. But yeah, so I just kind of used it as my name. I actually have 9 mixtapes.
9 mixtapes?
But yeah, a lot of stuff, man. I've been putting out music since I was 15.
Never stopped?
No, never. No time.
You just are a workhorse. What's the problem, man?
I fell in love with the art of composing a full song. I still freestyle for fun, but usually you have to get me drunk first. People worry about drugs or this or that. That doesn't touch the addiction of recording music. That's all I do. When I saw the beauty of putting what you love to do into a presentable to the world, there's nothing else I want to do. We're in New York City right now, doing it real big. So I got something for you, the High Life, all right? That's a mixtape. Coming very, very soon. I kept on working until I saw a little something and built off that. I dropped my first mixtape called The Jukebox, another mixtape called The High Life. Started gaining a little buzz, nothing major. And then when I dropped Kids, is really when it went to the next level. Yeah, the whole concept was kind of just like positive and being happy and having a good time and having people of my generation feel like, you know, they could relate to it, and having people of older generation listen to it and remember, you know, kind of like reminisce on being younger. We wanted to do some crazy spitting on it, so we made it kicking incredibly dope shit. When we came up with that, I was like supercharged. I was like, that's genius.
But explain the importance of the movie Kids on the mixtape coming out.
Kids, the movie, that is real shit. Like, kids are just some kids. That's what I wanted my mixtape to do. I wanted to tell it from a perspective of a real-ass, regular-ass kid. And, like, that's what that movie did, is, like, showed the point of view from, like, a group of people who don't really have a voice as much anymore.
Congratulations, I know you just graduated high school.
It's been so much progression. Like, that's really been the coolest thing. And just like when I was 15, just recording random verses and throwing them together and calling it a mixtape, to Kids, where it was like set up and like a chess move and everything was like thought about.
So you got a new mixtape coming out. You want to give us a little plug on that?
Well, it's actually not a mixtape, it's a free album. It's a free album. And it's coming out March 11th. It's called Best Day Ever.
A lot of people are calling me about the Mac Miller rap song. Now, it's named Donald Trump. Maybe you should pay me a lot of money, but it just hit over 20 million people.
I released a song called Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, this is before I knew his plans.
This kid is the new Eminem. Everybody says he's fantastic.
I hate you, Donald Trump.
Do you regret making the song Donald Trump?
I don't regret the song. Do I perform it? No. When it comes on and I'm on stage, it doesn't give me that same feeling that it once did. Donald Trump running for president has also been a way to just stop performing. I'm just really sick of performing that song. People need to stop taking it like it's just a joke, because if y'all just keep laughing, this man will be the president of the United States. It's went from ha ha ha, ha to like ha.
Oh, I got a tight album title.
Right, because you want to describe it.
Blue Slide Park. I wanted my debut album to tell the world where I came from. I'm still the same kid when I go back home, you know? Nothing changes. And Blue Slide Park is like, you know, life, you go crazy in life, you go out and do all the stuff in your life, and you come home and there's still the same park right there, and the slide's still gonna be blue, you know what I'm saying? I used to play baseball up there, and after every game, you would like run right to the slide.
Frick Park Market.
Frick Park Market is a place I grew up going to. You know, it was like a deli / convenience store in the neighborhood that we used to go to for everything. And that's always been the spot, you know, when you were young and we used to like play football till 9 at night, we would go there and get slushies in my neighborhood spot.
You were the first artist since Snoop Dogg to debut at #1 independently. How does that feel?
We won. That's all you can really say about that, man. We had the first independent #1 album in 16 years, man. Like, we won.
What the fuck?
Look at this, yo.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Look it up in here, though. Look at my bathroom. Look at my motherfucking bathroom.
And I'm not really sure why, but this kid seems to have a ton of fans, but a lot of haters. People hate this kid.
Any blog you go to, if it's a Mac Miller post, there's so many haters.
Oh, hell haters.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think you might have more haters than any other rapper.
You never want to take any of that stuff personally. Like, you gotta be grown enough to like take everything with a grain of salt. Is that no matter what, it's always the same thing. People like it or people don't. And it's completely okay for someone not to like something. Am I only here because I'm white? Is that the only reason? Yeah, I think I had to prove to myself that I was more than just a white guy that is lucky because he's white. I got so much negativity that it almost became like, okay, there's no point to overly hate on this dude. Let me actually see what he's doing.
You did a mixtape called
are all high, like the movie with Redman and Method Man, and now the mixtape Kids is also based on the movie. Do you have a special connection with movies?
Well, it originally started out as a literal thing when we did it. Like, we always watch movies with sound off while we're recording, so it grew and evolved as a project, and it's something way more complex.
It's really different. It's a lot deeper than a lot of my projects in the past. You know, I just made a project to get some stuff off my chest. When you watch my career, if you watch closely, you're gonna see genuineness. I'm 16, 17, 18. All my music is just about dreams and goals and, like, you know, Best Day Ever comes out, right? And that's about, I'm making music and I'm making money and I'm touring and, like, this is crazy. Like, you know, and I made Blue Slide Park because I miss home. You know, like, that's over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm used to everything now. A lot of this growth creatively is really just me growing as a human being.
How do you feel when you listen back to Donald Trump now?
It's fun. I had this whole period of, like, fuck this, just because of what the perception of me became. Those were great times in my life,
that's
man.
where you were?
Yeah, the musicality, some things aren't at the level they are now, but that's what I'm supposed to do, is get better. This one, to me, it's the most me. It's the most true to who I am as a person. And anyone that's known me since I was a little kid and known me for a long time, that's the day to say that this project is the most like Malcolm. You know, we shot the Objects video. I think it was then that we realized that this music has another light. The live aspect of the music is breathing new life into these songs. The bars and the raps, like, I can hide behind that forever. But, like, to like sing is, like, scary. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm not a singer. As you get older and more experienced in making music, you get more comfortable with yourself and with your voice. This album is a lot of that. I don't think I made it because I haven't reached close to the potential that I see myself getting to. My whole thing is always, no matter where I get, is to never be satisfied. It all started with me kind of building this studio, which is the Sanctuary. It started by me just sitting inside all day, and then it's like, then you get bored. Then you're like, well, I could just be high, and I could have a whole adventure in this room. I stay in one room only, the studio. I literally never, like, it's actually disgusting. But that's more dangerous than actually LA, is just kind of just sitting there by myself all the time, you know? It becomes like, toxic. I'm up in the morning, I haven't seen the sunlight in a while, dog. That's why I need the sunglasses. Look at me, do I look like I'm on drugs to you? I have a tortured soul, you know what I mean? And us with tortured souls, sometimes you try and numb the things that hurt your tortured soul, but in reality, you can't. You have to face your problems. You can't push them down and save them.
What are your problems, though? You have, like, the nicest family ever. Your mom's the nicest lady in the world.
You're rich.
You're struggling, you're not depressed. Successful, you're depressed.
Yeah, I think it started.
With success.
Yeah.
Was it easier to be Malcolm McCormick or Mac Miller?
You know, it's funny because you talk to people and they say, you know, what do you have to be depressed about? You have money and da 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 da. That moment in someone's life where they're trying to figure out who they are and what their identity is, it just gets magnified. Fame is tricky because you read what's said about you, and you know what you know to be true, and the lines start to blur.
There were darker times for you, right? Your last tape, Faces, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a problem in life?
I had a drug problem, you know, for a long time. It wasn't just in music, but I definitely was going through a drug problem, and I think it was more my state of mind. I was just pretty depressed. I just went through a long period where it was, I didn't wake up very happy. Sometimes I look at myself and I say, I hate you. I hate you. I wish you were never here. I wish you were never born. I hate you. I wish you were somebody else. Why can't you be more like your brother, Malcolm? I like making music in states of delirium, but at some points it gets really tiring on the brain. But I enjoy that kind of state of just, like, you don't really know what you're saying.
This is too much, though.
This is the pure.
What? No.
It's not that
I'm
shit
saying
you pour.
that's how it cured the whole
You're not listening to me.
No, I know
this is not even the one that you think is it.
Yeah.
This is the one that's
it.
That's really it.
More than activist?
Listen to me. I'm your brother. This right here.
I'll taste it. I'll let you know.
You're gonna miss a couple of shows.
No way. No way. This is perfect. Guess what? I drink a lot, which isn't good. It's like it's like how I sleep a lot of times. Just me in bed with a bottle of Jameson. Whiskey for me is like, it always takes the same journey. It starts intelligent and then it ends in like sitting by yourself depression. At one point, weed didn't relax me from everything. It made me more paranoid about all the shit happening, right? So like, I needed to get a drug that was a little more numbing, if you will, and less like in your head. I hate being sober. I wanted a drug to do. I'm always like, if someone's like, you wanna try this? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then it just kind of fucks you up when you have a bunch of money, because like, you try a drug, you like it, and you can buy a lot of it. Are these albums that I have in the cut all highly drug-induced albums? Definitely. Are they great? Definitely. You know, I'm not gonna take anything away from the shit that I went through to make these albums. I'm not gonna write them off just because I was on drugs, because I went through too much emotionally and mentally and negative against me physically to act like it was for nothing. When you stop making excuses for myself, that's really when it was. When it's like I step out, being able to admit that's not the way to live. And you can still have fun every now and then. I'm not fucking sober, I get fucked up. Like, let's keep it real. I get super fucked up, still, all the time. That will never stop. But I'm just in control of my life. I'm not fucked up right now. I'm chilling.
So now Mac is back with a new full-length album, Good AM.
Please welcome Mac Miller. Go, baby, go!
I think for me, I wanted the album to feel like a breath of fresh air. Just a lot of the music I had done recently was a little darker and sad, depressing, if you will. I was like, damn, like the more I make this sad music, like the sadder I get. A big thing was me, I had to get myself in a better headspace from If You Listen to Faces. I just wanted to come back with something that was like confident and like some fun. And that's the headspace I wanted to get into before I came back. I didn't want to come back depressed. I've spent a lot of my life faded all the time. I think I was just tired, man. Well, I was like, man, I'd be so much more interesting if I was like self-destructing all the time and depressed and hated myself. It's not true. I've proved to myself that I can be faded all the time, make great music, and all of a sudden just being completely clear-headed was like that was the new high. I feel like a superhero a little bit.
Congratulations, I know you are 60 plus days sober.
Wow, yeah.
Now you seem very clear-headed, happy. You seem like in one of the best spaces I've ever seen you in.
I'm really good. I think I'm just out here living. Nothing too serious. No super dark, wild clouds of depression over me every day. That's cool. Damn, Mac Miller's super lonely in New York. Nobody lives with him. It's just him and his 2 cats. See, in my old days, I would hire someone for this, but I'm trying to get real life experiences. Drove my own U-Haul. Everyone's got to grow up sometime. One thing I learned how to do is go outside. Finally, like when I moved and stuff, I should like go out. Bro, there's just no point of just locking yourself up anymore, bro. Like the world, there's too much shit to like see. Sounds like a morning drive through Pittsburgh when it's a little gray and foggy out, and then it gets bright. I want people to listen to the shit, drive in their car, and rap along to it. And when they get done with their drive, they feel like, oh, I'm kind of killing it right now.
Yeah. I want to be positive as a human being and through music, but I also want to have low points. You know, it's like an ascension, and there's moments when I get dark because nothing is all good. You gotta go through everything emotionally, man. I don't think there's be able to tackle every kind of emotion throughout my career.
You know Elliot Wilson's Crown interviews that he does? So they open up for the fans, and one of the fans is like,
now that you feel that you've cured your depression, what emotion do you want to channel next in your next project?
ooh, what emotion are you gonna tackle next? And I was like, wow, what a great question. I think the emotion is really, I really want to make more songs about love, I think. And then it sparked a whole entire album. I was like, love, I think I'm gonna tackle. Man, love's underrated.
And this man's in love.
Oh my God.
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller.
I'm a divine feminism.
Feminine.
That's always been a hard word.
Feminine.
Feminine.
Femination.
Feminine.
Yeah.
Femination.
Nah.
What is it?
Feminine.
Feminine.
Divine
What's
feminine.
Feminine.
The divine feminine.
I want people to like appreciate love in all forms of the word love, like how complex and important of a feeling that is.
Especially when you're evolving as well, because this album, The Divine Feminine, it sounds like a very mature album. This is something that, you know, people hear from Mac Miller and say, this sounds very different to Good AM.
It sounds like evolution when you hear the album. That's the first thing I thought. This dude has evolved as a person, not just an artist. Now look at you, man. You got a beautiful woman who outsells you.
Would you say that Ariana Grande is your dream woman?
Good job. See ya. She's like the greatest person in the world. She's like an angel. Pleasure working with you. Good stuff. She's very nice. She's a sweet girl.
Be in touch.
For sure.
Guy that you're with is Mac Miller, right?
Oh my God,
when
is
you
this
were
coming
here
up?
before, he was with you.
We performed together on your show. We were babies.
This is a strange time for you, though, because you are dating Ariana Grande. And you probably don't want people to ask you about it in interviews, but you do a whole album.
I get it. People are gonna put it together. It's crazy to me that people are like, the whole album's about her. Timetable-wise, like how quickly do you think I can make an album? I've always been fascinated by that, the similarity between
love and drugs.
Yeah.
Is it weird for you to be in a high-profile relationship?
Space to walk. Just give us.
Pittsburgh rapper Mac Miller has reportedly been arrested in connection with a DUI crash in California. According to TMZ, the incident happened around 1 a.m. Thursday in the San Fernando Valley. Miller allegedly crashed into a pole, causing it to fall over, and fled the scene on foot with 2 other individuals.
You want to share with us what happened this morning? We in Oahu, like in Honolulu. The way, the fucking bullshit. I didn't know if I was ready yet, but like someone just pushed me into the pool. So like, I'm swimming now. I'm back, man. I got another record.
Yeah, and you look good, man. There's light in your eyes.
You do. You look healthy. You don't look drugged up.
I'm not drugged up.
Because that's what we was hearing. That Mac Miller has disappeared because
he was doing a lot of drugs.
Why did you drop off line?
You admitted that you spent a lot of time over at Rick Rubin's house.
Yeah.
Sort of getting your mind right.
I didn't want to go to a rehab facility, so I called Rick Rubin. Just shit was getting a little out of hand. I basically just drunk dialed him. I was just drunk and thinking about life. And I was like, you know what I would love doing when I got home is like get my shit together. Rick Rubin, you have your shit together. You're still alive. Yeah, you know, I had a little battle, you know what I mean? I did I did some time. And
what was the drug of choice?
When all the press happened, right, with the breakup and the DUI, and it was just too much, you know? Like, I'm looking on the internet, and I'm like, I already have my own feelings and emotions and thoughts about what I've went through. So why the am I gonna have room for all of these? I used to wake up in the morning, you wake up and you reach for your phone. I can find any story I want about myself. Do you know what I mean? So I used to look at my phone, scroll through Twitter and Instagram, and get my ego stroked and destroyed in 5 minutes every morning.
I'm about to check out some YouTube comments. You know, last time I did this, I went into a deep depression and started using drugs. So let's see how this goes.
I haven't been on the internet, so, you know, people have assumed that I'm, you know, like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Like, I don't know, it just all seemed kind of like unimportant. Do you know, like the need to show people I was okay. What I've realized is the less I talk, the happier I am. Like, I was in love with somebody. We were together for 2 years. We worked through good times, bad times, stress, and everything else. And then it came to an end, and we both moved on. Dude, the DUI thing, like, the story painted itself. You know, it's too easy to be like, oh, here he goes, back to what we're used to. But it was the best thing that could have happened. I needed that. I needed to run into that light pole. Literally, like, have the whole thing stop. I lived a certain life for 10 years and faced almost no real consequence at all. I had no version of the story that didn't end up with me being fine.
Like, say I'm working on this album and I died before I made it. Wonder if, like, how it would go down. But I can't die yet because there's a certain place of artistry I need to get to before I die. I'm not saying I plan on dying anytime soon.
And we are coming on the air right now with the breaking news that the pioneering musician Prince has died at the age of 57.
Prince passing was very out of left field. Like, no one was ready for that.
Nobody expected it.
Some sad news from the music world. The rapper Mac Miller is dead at the age of just 26.
Miller, whose real name is Malcolm James McCormick, age 26, died of an apparent overdose.
And no one knew how not ready they were.
I didn't believe it. I'm still in denial. It's very devastating to me.
Fans and neighbors leaving flowers, candles, notes on rapper Mac Miller's doorstep.
He saved me in many ways that I couldn't save myself. He helped me with my depression, my anxieties.
His legacy lives on, especially at Blue Slide Park in Frick Park. That was the title of his first album, and it became the site of memorials celebrating his life.
What is so incredible about Paisley Park, and whenever people are able to go, you get to, like, feel the energy. It's not eerie. It's not, you don't feel death, you feel life there. You're not going to some place and it's, like, dark. It's like you're going because the life is still present.
He wasn't perfect. None of us are. But he lived a hell of a life in the 26 years he was with us. And I know me, Karen, and Miller, and Marsha just are so appreciative of the years that we had with him.
Less mourning, more celebration.
Right, exactly. Which is like, man, that's a whole nother thing about how people need to start looking at life and death.
He's living forever, though.
Right.
He's living forever. He's living forever.
Want to have a moment of silence for him?
No.
No? Let's make some noise for him?
Yeah.
Legends never die, and Mac Miller not was, but is a whole legend.
Just always had a smile on his face, and that's something that I commend. No matter what he was going through, he didn't make you feel sorry for him.
And that's another thing that I want people to know is how happy he was.
Yes.
This was a mistake.
Fentanyl-laced drugs killed my son. And as I said, while many of us experimented with drugs when we were young, it's not the same world out there. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. So they finally caught the motherfucker that sold him the drugs.
See me, Dad? Dad, say something to the people one time, Dad. Say something to the people.
How you doing? You guys take care of my son?
nothing mattered more to him than music ever. And he was the kind of person who woke up and rolled into the studio, like tumbled out of bed into the studio. Next door, nothing was more important.
Do you see yourself making music forever?
Yes, without a doubt.
Music is the most important thing in my life. As long as that is the fundamental foundation of my whole philosophy with every single thing I do, music it is. Yeah, like the working title right now is Circles, but I don't know. It just kind of feels good, like kind of comforting in this weird way.
We're here to talk about Mac Miller's album, Circles. Mac spent some time out here and loved it out here, and this is a beautiful album that's been made by somebody who's sadly no longer here to celebrate it and talk us through it personally.
He was really, really wonderful in the studio. I already had plans about the future involving him. I had a pile of instruments put aside to give him. I was more excited about him than I've been in quite some time.
I have to be involved in music for the rest of my life. Yeah. Because it's how I know how to act, like it's how I get what's in out.
Balloonerism, an unreleased album Miller created a decade ago, will be out at midnight.
Success for me is being able to touch and affect people in a positive way. Have music that lasts for a long time, have a long career, and being able to be influential in a positive way.
It's like I want to be able to open up charity organizations and all different types of crazy stuff.
So I just really want to do some crazy things that I can look back when this is all said and done and be and I could be proud of what I've done, and really feel like that I've changed something in a good way for years to come.
To anyone who sits around and kind of lives in a self-deprecating, negative headspace, once you learn to change that radio station and turn it into all the good stuff that's happening, it's really nice, and I feel like I'm super late to the positive party. So,
but you here though?
I'm here, man.
On some honest shit. Thank you for everything.
A lot of people are scared to get old. They always say, I don't want to get old. I think whenever you get old, it's gonna be awesome. I feel like being an old person is the illest shit ever, because I feel like you finally have an understanding of the world around you, and then you could just take your time to just sit there. You see them, they're not even talking to each other. True love exists when two people can just enjoy silence together, and you don't always gotta ruin and pollute, life with words and stupid conversation. Life is good though. I want y'all to see that life is great. Your life is great too. Have a good time, man. Have some fun. Having fun is okay. Get some love in your life, whether that be another person or just loving yourself, man. Love is good. Spread love. I'm out of here. I'll be back soon.